Hey guys, this is your coach Bridget. I am so excited to help you all get started off right as a new coach. I know more than anything and anybody how scary it is to start and how nervous yet excited you are to get going. And so let's just jump in. So today is day 1 of our 10-day New Boss Boot Camp. And in this group, I'm going to explain everything that you need to know as a new coach, such as how to get customers and new coaches signed up, how to be successful in this business, and what steps you need to take daily to be successful. So today I wanted to jump in with today's task. And there's actually 3 parts to today's task as a new coach, and the 3 different things that I wanted to go over is the first thing is your why as a coach, as a person, as an individual. This why is going to drive you through on those days that you literally feel like you cannot go any further. It is going to be the reason possibly that you became a coach in the first place. And it could also very well not be the reason why you started, because I know that my why has changed since I started as a coach a couple years ago this month. So I know more than anything that your why can and will change. I promise you that. The more you learn about this company, the more excited and the more possibilities you can see. And so I know that it will change. So really quick, I wanted to take you through the steps of how to determine your why. And you'll hear a lot of us coaches saying that you need to find a why that will make you cry. And the reason why we say this as a coach is because you want to find that reason that is going to push you through, and it is going to get you so emotional, and it's going to feel like almost that it's impossible to achieve. And this is what is going to drive you forward. So I have the steps to determine what your why is on the post above. So make sure you check that out, and you're going to want to figure out what your why is. And I want to take it a step further. And we all, signing up as a new coach, I know that when I signed up, I wanted to work on me personally first. So I want you to come up with a fitness why, a personal why, and a business why. So there's going to be 3 different whys. So you're going to want to pull out a sheet of paper, and I want you to hand write it down. And yes, I want you to physically get a sheet of paper and a pen and write down step by step the reason why you are doing this. And I want you to post that, and you can even make a video. If you don't want to write it down, you can also make a video. But I do want you all to make that public today in the group. So that's your first step for today. The second is I want you to come up with your big Beachbody dream. So as a new coach, I didn't understand the potential that this company truly has. And for me, it wasn't until just probably 6 months ago that I started dreaming so big that it's scary, like really scary for me. And so I want you all to dream so big that it almost seems impossible for you to grasp. I want you to dream that big with your big Beachbody goal. So to give you an example of mine, and I don't want you to copy it, I want you to come up with your own, but for me, I want to be able to retire my husband, and I would love to be able to travel. I've always wanted to travel since I was younger. My parents separated when I was a little girl. I was 9. They technically separated when I was 8, but they divorced when I was 9. And all growing up, we never had a family vacation. I remember we had one family vacation, and that was all the vacation time I had growing up. And I always wanted that. I wanted that for myself, and now I want that for my kids. So I am trying to build financial freedom so that my family can just pick up and we can leave and we can go to Disneyland, we can go on a cruise, we can go and do what we want when we want and not have to worry about expenses. So that is one of my big Beachbody goals. So I want you to dream big with your Beachbody goal. So the last and final thing is I want you to write down all your fears that you have as a coach, because I know to this day I even still have fears, and so we're all going to do these steps together today. So I want you to write down all your fears and all the negative thoughts that you have of maybe why you can't be successful, because I know that that was one of my fears, that I wasn't going to be successful. I felt like the market was already saturated. I felt like I didn't have any support from my family or friends. Anything that you have a fear of, you have a fear of not becoming successful, I want you to write all your fears down, and you can either take a picture of it or you can mention and type up some of your fears and post it in the group. But I want to be able to dig through those fears, everyone's fears. I want to be able to punch them down, and I want you guys to make sure you post them before you do this next step. But as soon as you write down and post all of your fears into the group, I want you to tear them up. Tear them up, rip them up, burn them up, get rid of them, because we're going to throw all of our fears in the garbage today. And I know how hard it is, but I promise you that by getting rid of those fears, it's going to move yourself, give you the confidence that you need to become successful in this business. So without further ado, I'm going to go over the three things again so that we can remember what we're supposed to be working on in day one. So day one, we're working on three things today. We're going to write down your why. And remember, I want a physical why, because most of the time when we start as coaches, we have a physical reason of why we started. So for me, when I started, I wanted to lose all of the additional baby weight that I had gained with my oldest. So that was my why, but I want you to come up with your own why. And if it's a similar, that's great. Then I want you to come up with a Beachbody why. Why did you decide to become a coach in the first place? And I'm not going to take the, oh, I wanted to just join for the discount to lose weight. Like, I want you to dig deeper than that, because the deeper your why is, the harder it's going to push you forward. So the third thing is I want you to write down all of your fears that you have about this company, why you don't think that you're going to be successful. I want you to write those down, and I want you to write the opposite of those things in positive affirmations. So for instance, if you think that you don't have confidence, I want you, or that's one of your fears is that you lack confidence, I want you to write, I have confidence. I am a strong, confident person. And we're going to write these all down, and you can make a video if you don't want to write it down either, but you're going to post them in the group today, and I'm going to do the same thing. So with that being said, let's finish day one off strong, and let's get started. I will see you guys on day 2. Thanks.